Get that cough out of the way here. All right, I'm going to go live. 30 seconds before 7. Going live now. What is up, everyone? It is the Ham Radio Crash Course. Friday, the 21st of September. That is a meme, apparently, these days. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Getting a little meme love this week on Instagram for the 21st of September, which I think is kind of funny. I didn't realize that was a meme until today. And Squirtle was posting that in the Discord, the Ham Radio Crash Course Discord, which Ham Radio Crash Course Discord is growing substantially right now. So make sure you're in on that. As always, there will be a live voice chat after the live stream on Discord. Friend of stream, Zach will be by here shortly, one of the admins on Discord and Facebook, and he'll post a link so you can check that out, which is going to be pretty hot today because it's all about ham shacks, your ham shacks that have been posted on Facebook, Discord, and Reddit. So we'll be going through that as everybody comes in. Come on into the class, sit down in front, come on in. The Enforcer, hey Hosh, just watched your Hilltopper troubleshooting vid. Waiting for this stream. Your desoldering drove me to a scotch. Why, my desoldering was poor? My soldering is good, but I try to not desolder, so I don't know if that's a bad thing. Squirtle has been mentioned, correct. Give me the thumbs up, guys, as we kick this thing off, and that'll bring more people to the chat, which is always fun. Yeah, so got not a lot to talk about. We're just going to talk about shacks, and we're going to go through different shacks. I know a lot of the people who posted their shacks are going to see their shacks, and I'll comment. They may be able to reply, so it should be a lot of fun. Last time we did this, it was really popular, so we're just going to look at your pictures. It sounds real simple. Look at your pictures, and we're gonna talk about different thoughts there. So yeah. Yeah, Carl's in the house. We got Malaysia. We had Niagara Falls earlier. I think they're on the Facebook side. People talking about their scotch that they've been getting. Excellent. All right, let's dive on in. Hello, everybody. I do want to mention above me, what is this, 7.208. I found a quiet little spot on 40 meters. Literally, it's actually 40 meters is popping right now. Let me see if I can show you that really quick. No, that's a really, wow, look at that. That's really good. That's not good. What is this? Radio. There it is. There's the radio. So left the pink waterfall on that 7300. See how quiet that spot is right in the middle? We could fill that up with a QSO if you wanted to try. Unless there's somebody on it, listen to it and see if you guys can hear anything. I did not. I called to see if anybody was on it, but yeah. So as always, I say let's move forward with radio, and I've got kind of a poll that I did moving forward with radio. I asked if you're on HF or if you've been on HF, what are your first antennas? Like, what was the antenna you used as you started your career moving into HF? Because we're on the Ham Radio Crash Course, we have people all over. We've got extras, we've got generals, and we've got technicians. I'd say most are probably technicians. Most are at the point where they're thinking about moving to general, which is great. We're getting messages constantly on Facebook, which we just passed 1,100 members this week, which is awesome. Thank you so much. And so I asked, what was the first antenna that you really, really working with? And got a ton of replies. The winners were a random wire, a G5RV, and probably a 20-meter tuned wire dipole. So my first antenna was a 20-meter wire dipole that was tuned for 20. It's cut right in the middle of the band. Had a 20-meter quarter-wave vert with ground plane radials. Center-fed 10-meter dipole with a 1-to-1 current balun. That's pretty cool. Comet CHA250B vertical. 20-meter tuned dipole. An MCOM2, which is a, I think it's a packable antenna. It's a smaller antenna, I think. Somebody can correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. I don't know what an AS2259 is. Somebody has replied to my message right there, so you're seeing that live. That's fun. OCF dipole, off-center fed dipole, a very good dipole if you're thinking about, if you have the space to put up a dipole, you might want to check out an off-center fed. You probably will need a tuner though. End-fed antennas are extremely popular in the QRP environment. And so then I asked why, what was it about them? And I got some replies there. Technically it was a mobile whip, but when I got out of the truck, I got a G5 RV, mainly use it for FT8 and Whisper. that works very well. I can confirm that. G5RV I used didn't perform well, but that was mostly because it wasn't up very high. These are all really, really good messages, really good comments from people that actually have lived through having these antennas. If you watched the stream earlier today at HRO, Billy Bob, we talked a lot. Like I hope you guys watched it. That was a really, really cool, really fun little stream. Billy Bob was there, had a couple of people that follow the show, the streams on Facebook and on YouTube. A lot of fun. That was very cool. But Billy Bob has a lot of really interesting real world use of radio, and so we got to talk through some of that stuff. And things like the radio, the antenna not being up high enough. Absolutely, that's a real thing you gotta think about. Random wire worked fine. This is from Ethan. Since I got my HF license when the sunspot cycle was getting better and better, but naturally upgrading to the OCF, and then the fan dipole were large improvements. Absolutely, fan dipoles are many stacked dipoles cut to the frequencies. Don't need a tuner. They're really nicely set resonant on those frequencies, so you're pushing all that RF power out that one particular strand of that fan dipole. Off center fed is a bit of a compromise, but still pretty good. Started with the G5RV. It was okay. My Elmer made a 40-meter random wire for me, and it's fantastic. So some people don't like random wires. Some people have issues with random wires, but he's doing great with a random wire. Go on, hop on any of the eHam reviews, and you'll see a myriad of comments that cover the board on, oh, this thing's great, no, this is garbage, this worked for me, oh no, I hated it. It's really interesting, the experiences people have with amateur radio, because it can be magic in some cases. There's some things with amateur radio that it's totally dependent on the configuration, it's totally dependent on the height of the antenna. Even the makeup of the ground can sometimes be important. Very interesting. Don't know to add it, but mine would be a Scorpion 680 mobile with a Tune-Matic controller. So there you go. Very cool. So that's the moving forward with ham radio. Something that all these posts have in common is they put up an antenna. They put something up, they got on the air, and they made it happen, which is exactly what we want to do. And we're going to talk about that because we've got streams today, or shacks today. So as always, make sure, shout out to the Brew Crew. Where's my, this is actually a reprise. We're doing this one again. This is the Trader Joe's Petrus Aged Pale single source foeder release. And a foeder, if you remember, is a really, 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 really large barrel. I got this from my wife, who bought it for me because I did not have the time to buy any beer this week because I have been slammed. Until today, I've been ridiculously busy. So I'm getting messages on the Discord side too. Hopefully you guys are seeing this on the Facebook, and or you're seeing the Discord, you're seeing the streams pop up, and so you can watch. We've got about 75 people watching on the YouTube side, so if you could, I'd appreciate it if you gave me a thumbs up. That helps out a lot. All right, I haven't checked the chat. Let's hop over to the chat here. All right. So somebody commented, an AS2259GR is usually military. That is a good answer to the question there. MCOM2 is a Chameleon antenna brand EF wire with a 9-to-1 balun, end fed being EF. Yes. Okay, good to know there too. My first antenna that I made was a 10-meter dipole. I later bought a 40-meter ham stick when I got my General. What is with your shirt today? My shirt is the Lucky Cat, the Japanese Lucky Cat, but it's got the little Mario... I can't even make my fingers work today. The Mario block. The reason you can see through it is this is green right here. Like literally green screen green. So you can see the water, the squirt gun through the green there. Very good. Good morning from central Minnesota. Good evening. Jeez. Good evening indeed. I put my shack in. Hunter's got his shack in. You still have time to get your shack in. I'm going to pull up the images in a couple minutes here. We'll probably start on Reddit, and then we'll work back to Facebook, and then lastly, we'll hit up Discord. So you got plenty of time. Discord's probably the place to be. So go join Discord, and hopefully, did Zach post the link? I think he did. Wow, we got a lot of people in there today. All right. So, okay. Let's say we switch right over, and we'll go to Reddit. Okay, so some of these I think are, they've been posted before, but they're worth looking at again because a lot of these are really, really good. So home base for now, posted by BWP Keeper. We're going to see his a couple of times. So we'll look at it here, and then when we see it again, this one we talked about before, I think, but I really liked the 3D printed. This is the 4 starting Pokemon. Well, technically 3 starting Pokemon if you played Red or Blue. And then Pokemon Yellow is when they introduce Pikachu. And you got a Groot. The pencil holder is really nice. The stacked desk I found interesting. That was the thing that I kind of like the usage of space. Although I imagine you'd have to have like tree trunk arms to be able to reach all the way to the front of that thing. So got that Yaesu FT2DR with a signal stick is awesome. Very, very cool. All right. Oh, man. Oh, I forgot this is sour. Whew. Grevlane says, I'll be hanging my first antenna this coming week, a G5 RV. Great. Very good. Wayne says, no time to buy beer. Seems like you need to change your priorities. That may be, sir. That may be. All right. What do we got? Next one. This one is not necessarily a shack, although we will see some people's setups for fixing things, working on things. A nice little setup. He's got an iron with a spool for solder. He's got his his little dealy bopper to clean up the tip instead of having to use that piece of sponge, which is garbage. Make sure you get one of those. And he's got a nice little multimeter into his MFJ antenna analyzer. So very good. He fixed his, well, he made it work. I don't know that he fixed it. All right, shacks. Another shack here. Nice clean shack. Got a UV, looks like a UV5R or BFF8HP. When I first saw this, I was like, somebody goes to Harbor Freight. He's got a Harbor Freight cutout coupon that he's gonna go work on. And he's got a QRP Labs kit there sitting in the mail. Possibly multiple kits that are sitting in those envelopes. So very, very cool. And it looks like a challenge coin. And that's from Noose. Oh, it's Noose. Right on. Very cool, man. We know Noose. Let's give him let's thumb that up. And I should mention, too, we will be picking some winners here. So I will take recommendations on winners if you have a favorite as we go through this. Make sure you write it down or keep an eye out. I will have my own recommendations. Here's a brave man. He popped 2 NMO connectors through the roof of his car, and he's got mounts right there. Very, very cool. He's probably going to need to cover that one on the left with some kind of waterproofing or a water cover, but still good. Although they seal okay, but just to keep the connector good. All right, shacks. This was a little while ago. I think this is, yeah, we've seen these. Baofeng with this little slipper, the rubber slipper condom dealy, and a mag mount. Very good. You know, a shack can be in your car, absolutely. I like this because it looks like a sandal. I don't think this was designed for a Baofeng, but hey, it works, and that's what's important. Make it work. Okay, so here's. Let me go back then. Let me do this again to make sure we get the most up to date. So I'm on the Ham Radio Crash Course here on Facebook. Our lovely logo. Thanks for all the support on that side. We got people that want to join. So anyway, I'm going to go to photos. That's how I'm doing this because it was really tough to do it otherwise, and we'll sort through them. This is part of a shack. A comment that I got, why? Oh my God. Somebody said why, oh my God, to my comment. Sorry about that. KM4WDK, we are talking about sunspots in science class today, and the teacher said it can interrupt radio communications, and I was hamming out in my head. That's when you got to raise your hand. You're like, well, Hashnasi says we have no sunspots, and we're at a solar low, so the bands suck. You don't even need to get it. Not 20 meters isn't even worth getting out of bed. That'll make sense, hopefully, pretty soon here. I did a collab with K6 UDA, which is hopefully coming out here soon, and I think it's pretty fun. So hopefully we'll see something soon from him. Oh, yeah, it looks like a ham crock. It's a crock for ham. I love it. Okay, so we're looking at a screwdriver antenna. And I think it's a kind of an antenna that not a lot of people are familiar with. At the HRO today, I was showing the Yaesu one that they have set up. And that's the one that Billy Bob has in his car. And some people didn't really know about them. But basically what it is you've got that whip portion on the top. And then you have this kind of thick tube thing. And what that is a coil of wire that the outer tube rides up or down on it to lengthen or shorten the coil, which lengthens or shortens the antenna. And certain radios have the capability to basically drive power into that thing for the ones that are mechanical and auto tune the antenna, physically tune the antenna to be resonant on the frequency that the radio is operating on. So really, really cool screwdrivers. There you go. That's a building up here. And that looks like final config. He's got a 857 with a power SWR meter right there on the dashboard. That's on the left side of the driving, the driving thing, the steering wheel. Okay, I'm sorry we're blowing our load early. This is awesome. This is an awesome shack. I was very jealous by this one. Let's see. Can I make this bigger? How do I make this bigger? Ooh, I don't know what's going to happen if I do this. I don't want to try it. This could blow up the whole stream. I'm going to just make this I'm going to embiggen it. Hold on. Let's do this. This deserves a lot of looking. So here's some details on it. He has a IC 7300 with an MFJ 939 tuner and an IC 2730A. Is he looking at my equipment? Because I have the same equipment. Also have a Baofeng UV82HP with a Nagoya NA771 antenna. That is a very, very well put together shack. And that's James Corey Detlefsven? Detlefsen. I think I'm saying that right. Detlefsen. That head unit separation is nice. It's right in the middle. He's got it separated from the body. It's freestanding, really clean. The little tuner is sitting on top of the 7300. That's really nice. He has, looks like Sennheiser ear cans, which are very nice. That's very cool. Looks like he's got an Alexa and nice little computer setup. Got storage above his head, which you always love storage. Storage is awesome. So that's super. That's a super shack. Some shacks are simple. This is a simple Yaesu FT70D and a Baofeng BFFA HP. I'm kind of changing my tune somewhat. FT60 was my go-to kind of beginner radio for somebody that had a little bit of money to throw around. FT70 is a really competitive radio in that space. I really, really like it. It fits really good in the hand. It really does. I was very surprised, and having Billy Bob walk me through it was pretty cool. So, also the self-healing mat, well-used self-healing mat, that jumps right out at me. That's some AVE level of punishment that thing's been through. Respect to that. Okay. Not a shack. Oh, a bit of a shack here. Mike got his radio. I'm not sure what that radio is. I don't know what that is. Mike, if you are watching, please post in the chat. And making it work the best way you can. Just get it done. And got it wired, so it's working. Very nice. That's not a shack. This is a shack. Been at ham radio since July. So making some big moves there. Josh inspired me to get gentle, and this is my bass setup. So a couple of things jumped right out at me. It looks like the radio's on the bottom, but that looks like an MFJ tuner, the big box. But then above it is a mixing box. So that's for mixing audio, like something, I would use for for like doing a podcast or something. So I'm curious to know if this is, maybe he's a podcaster. Pretty cool little desk there too, like a vintage desk. And points for the pulling the drawer out and using that as a shelf where he's got radios hidden under there. So I like that. That's Dylan. Dylan, if you want to explain a little bit, you've got a lot of radios going on there, and some of them I can't pick out as the picture's a little far away. Could be I don't know what. I don't know what that is. And that tablet on the left, that's very cool too. So yeah, nice little setup. Hey, wow, that's literally another pretty similar copy of what I'm rocking, except he's got the TYT there. Very cool, 7300 and a 2730A with, looks like CB under it. Is that right? Retired a year ago, my wife told me that I need a hobby, So I watched Josh on YouTube, got my general, and met several friends. KC1JHQ, James Bond Vet. Very, very cool. Yeah, 7300 is such a good radio. I'm glad so many people are into it. Okay, so there you go. It's a Nagoya UT72 that he picked up for $85. That's Mike. Okay, excellent. Not a Shaq video or Shaq picture, but this is a pretty cool little old school radio he picked up. Yaesu VX1R Ultra Compact Dual Band for $100. Got the 857, the Yaesu 857, very popular radio for more mobile installations. Antenna, that's a ground plane. Oh, here's another one. This is very jealous. Very jealous of this. R.C. Anderson. Still trying to figure out exactly how I want everything set up. Seems like the more you get, the harder it is to organize everything into a workable station. That is sweet. There's more things in there than I can pull out. There's a 7300. Looks like a unit and scanner on the left. Obviously got a laptop. Looks like a tuner, multiple tuners. Oh man, there's just so many things going on in that. That is oh, you know what? It's even cutting some of it. Hold on, I gotta slide this over a little bit. And if I'm correct, that keyboard is a solar powered keyboard. So that's pretty sweet. That is that's a very nice shack. That is a very nice shack. So I gotta make a note. There's a couple of my favorites so far. And I've got to go back and figure out what that first one was. Really, really. So, if the previous really amazing one was just clean, had that nice LED lines, all thought out, cabinetry, on point, everything very tidy. This one is kind of more like a level of chaos that I would find myself deeply in, shack-wise. This is a shack that is near and dear to my heart. But I like clean too, because I know that I would ruin that. I would make it messy in short order. This is a cool shack too. I like this one. So you got a KX3, which is a great radio. You got a 7300 with an LDG tuner. And you got multiple Bio-Eno battery packs, a charger, an SDR play. He's got some kind of key, which I'm not familiar with that key, but it looks really nice. And then he's got a series of pretty nice handhelds. He's got the FT2DR, he's got an ICOM, and then he's got, I think, an Anytone. Looks like a DMR in the background. This is just nice. It's clean. He's got just a ton of capability, ton of functionality. Love it. That's just, and it looks like Sennheiser speakers on the side. I don't know what that little dial thing is, though, to the right of the ICOM. So it's Jason! I didn't even... You know what? This is nice. I'm not flavoring it by looking at the names first. So very cool. Jason, that's awesome. He is a patron. So that's very clean. I really like your setup. It's very good. Gotta change that waterfall color on your 7300 though. And okay, here we go. I'm not gonna be able to pick out those mobiles because I'm not sure what they are. But I like the use of shelving. I need shelving myself. So these, oh, there you go. Jason's, those are my computer speakers and the volume dial for, yeah. Okay. So I knew that those are Sennheiser speakers for computers, but I didn't know if that was the dial for it or not. So he answered the mystery. So lots of HTs here. It looks like two Baofeng UV82s or family thereof. Jason says the waterfall has changed, just noisy. Okay, good. And I'm assuming it was because we talked about that. And then you got two mobiles, and it looks like one is a 2-meter mobile, just a single band 2-meter. And if you look to the right-hand side, he's got a vertical, and I think that's the vertical sticking out the back of the mobile there, so that's pretty cool. As a side question, Patty Foley Jones asks, what should I use to scan my local emergency signals that are digital? You have a couple of options. You can buy a digital scanner that supports trunking, because most likely, if it's digital, it's also trunking. Or you can look into getting SDRs, multiple SDRs, that will allow you to support trunking. There is software that will take RTL SDR dongles, which I have in the Ham Radio Crash Course on Amazon. I'm looking at the comments and I'm cracking up. Which I have on Amazon. You can check those out. You can buy multiple of those. The SDR plays will do it as well. I don't know that you need two for the SDR plays because I don't really scan that much. I don't scan. I probably should. I should probably figure out how to do it. And I should probably make a stream about it, to be honest with you, because that's something that I think needs more looking at. DIY it by looking into Unitrunker. Jason, there you go. So Jason has, if it's encrypted, yeah. So if it's encrypted, you can't do anything about it. But a lot of the times, they don't use encrypted 100% of the time it happens, though. So, okay, now we're getting into, I was very into this. So there's a shack in the back here. Here's the shack, okay? It's an 891, running off his phone. Pretty simple. But he's using a kite. He's using a kite for the antenna. That is very cool. Very, very cool. And I have a similar... I don't think that kite... He has a much bigger kite than I have. So I'm concerned that I wouldn't be able to raise an antenna with my kite. That is such a good idea. I love that idea. That is so cool. So cool. So you could just crank that thing way up there. Very, very cool. Yeah, just think about that. Nice little windy day. Possibly a soda activation. Oh no, KM4 WDK. Sorry, man. Take it easy. Yeah, you're doing like a soda activation. Hunter, you told me about your Disney encryption harassment story. You told me already. Yeah, so you've got that, throw that kite out, get it up high, got your antenna right there, boom, you're off to the races. I love that. That's super cool. Little emergency response to the recent hurricane. Not really a shack, because it's wrong orientation. Little building. Let's find the next shack. I had such a hard time. Okay, so here's Carrie. Carrie picked up a brand new Kenwood, well, new to her. When I mean brand new, it's like basically new. She's got her TYT in the background, got her HRCC stickers, which is pretty cool, and she's got big plans for a speaker wire antenna. She has a tuner, but she doesn't really need it because she's going to go with a speaker wire antenna. But you can still do it. Yeah, I like that. Very clean. I don't know if Carrie's in the chat. Hope she's doing well. I haven't talked to her in a little while. Okay. I like the plastic tub with the radio right on top there. That's a Yaesu 450D and looks like some kind of battery going on in the background there. And I see some length of coax as well. Must be looks like a new radio because I think it still has the little plastic sheeting on the front there. That's pretty cool. Couldn't wait to get it on a proper desk. Just rip that box open and set it up immediately. I like that. Got some kids. Oh, these are gonna be my pictures for the stickers. I had such a hard time. I got to figure out another way to do. You know what? We should probably let's back out here and see if we can find shacks directly. So I had such a hard time. The hashtag is not working the way it should on the Facebook side. Let me scroll down really quick. I was a little bummed. Oh, there we go. Oh, we got an 8. We got an see. We have immediate posts from people, but it's not showing me the tags. Facebook makes things so difficult. So it's just saying photos. I don't want to see photos. I want to see all posts that have the HRCC shacks, which it shows mine, but that doesn't help me. It bugs me when things don't work the way I want it to. We're going to have to drive all the traffic, I think, to Discord. Because it just makes it so hard. I just want to have a hashtag that I can sort all the... Because I'm missing out on some sweet, delicious shacks right now. Let me see these really quick. And we'll dive in. Oh, is this just updated? This is a good one. 10 minutes ago. Okay, cool. So this is a roadie box that Forrest Harrell puts together. And he's got the whole ham shack set up in a roadie box, which I thought was awesome. Very, very cool. Very nice. And he just updated that. Are you, Forrest, if you're listening, what is the thing? Oh, it's a battery. Okay, it's a battery. I was like, that is too thin to be a radio. That's a battery for a UV82. All right, I got to make sure I'm not missing any. We've got some classics in here that we've already covered. Aaron was one of the honorable mentions. Aaron has a really nicely put together one. Not an honorable mention. I think he was one of the winners from last time. Very, very nice. I love that. That goes back a ways. Let's go into the last time. You're going to have to figure out a way to organize these better. Although posting in the Discord is probably the easiest way because I can just go right through time and space. Yeah, see, now we're pulling up Ethan's original posts on the ham radio HRCC shacks. Oh, yeah. God, that was a good one, too. I really like this. That was a very industrial look, man. Now we're going back a little ways. All right, that's probably the cue to get over to Discord. All right, so let's go to Discord right now. Okay, so Discord. I think I talked about this briefly, but let me get my plain logo off there. Okay, so Discord's just a big chat room, and on the left-hand side where it says Ham Radio Crash Course, which Zach's posting the link to, there's all these different chat rooms. So we've got General, Ham Help, QSO's Contest, if you want to do a sked, if you want to schedule a contact with somebody to try and work out a contact, that's a great place to go. Uh-oh, Techno Zombie, I missed it. Where is it? See, this is what bugs me, man. It's not sorting by time order, so No, that's... When did this get posted? Oh, that was May. That's not... Okay, I got it. I'll find yours, I promise. I don't want anybody left out here. But I'm unhappy with what... with how the Facebook handles hashtags. Oh, Garrett had a good one too. That was back in June. Nice little clean desk. No, it's not that. I'll go back to the new post then. The problem is I should just be able to click on the hashtag and see the posts. I don't want to have to go through the whole thing. Oh, good. Okay, so I can find you then. All right. So frustrating. Facebook, man. What's the right way to do this? See, it just totally lags out too when I'm running the stream. That's David. When did you post it? That was yesterday. Okay, let's restart this. Slow down. Find it. Do it the right way. Sort by time posted. Go backward. I may just have to pull you up by name. Aha! There it is. Of course it counts as a shack. Now you have to post a picture of you wearing all of them, like a bandolier, like I did, to be called a true Baofeng man. That Kenwood's pretty cool, though. Is that the one that has the radial that flips out? It flips up? Oh, sorry. Thanks. There we go. Thank you, Zach. Is that the one that has the radial that flips out? That flips vertical? I like that one. That one's very cool. Got four Baofangs, but two of them look like they are the little channel clicker FRS or channelized ones. And then you got the that is the UV3R Mark II. And a Baofeng UV82. Could be an HP. Can't tell. And then a Wushin. Very nice. Okay. I hope I didn't miss anybody. If I did, post in the chat. We'll sort it out. But, man. Facebook. Not making my life easy. So anyway, we got all these cool chats. And we have a live stream at the bottom. Live stream chat for when we go live. And that's where we do the voice chat. So a little inside baseball there. But when you click on one like Ham Shacks or HRCC Shacks, you'll see a list of all the people's posting. So first one was Carl. So this is live from Malaysia on his MacBook Air with his UV5R looks like, and he's got his little toolkit there next to it. Pretty cool. All right, Makar's got a cool setup. He's got workspace. He's got 3D printer filaments, big stacks of them on the left-hand side. He's got test equipment, he's got speakers, and I see a ham radio there on his desk, but I know he has other equipment too. And I see a C++ book. So he sounds like a developer, a coder guy. Oh, and also there's a steering wheel for when he does racing sims. There's the backside. Yeah. So there's where it all comes out. That actually looks like wire there. He's got the Hako soldering iron, which I've recommended. And I'm jealous. He has a nice little O-scope. I need to get myself an O-scope pretty soon here. I just don't have the space. I'm going to have to start repurposing some of my stuff. Loyal. Night Loyal. Night Loyal. There's a distinction there. The WikiHow picture with the WikiHow picture with the vacuum tubes. I love it. I love it. He's got a Radioddity, and it looks like a Baofeng. It's either UV5R Plus or something along those lines. And he's got upgraded antenna signal stick with the BNC on that one on the Radioddity. So very nice. Cool. Okay. So, DX Engineering Astron, which I believe is an amp. And then that's a tuner above it? HF Auto Tuner? Okay. I need more context. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is a Flex? No, it's a Ten-Tech. Nice. Wow, that's a cool setup. I haven't even seen one of those. I don't even know what that is. Ten-Tech Jupiter. Look at that thing. It's kind of got that 90s... late 80s, it's too, maybe it's not too late for 80, I don't know when that was made, but I like that. Yeah, it's a linear on the bottom, but I don't know what that upper was. It could be a linear too, or maybe he's got two, I don't know. Wave node, that's an SWR power meter. That Ten-Tech Jupiter though, really cool. Nice speaker. I just like the look of that. Okay. Oh, cool. And above that desk, he's got all his little toolkits. It looks like, I can see the box. I'm familiar with that box. That bottom plastic box with the red latches is the Anderson Power Poles box. Soldering iron, HT, and he's got his Ten-Tech operating manual for the Jupiter. Very cool. All right. Is this the Smoking Ape? Is this one? Yeah, Smoking Ape on YouTube. He's got a B-Tech. I love that battery that he's using, that Anchor battery. Very nice battery. Very, very nice. Recommended highly. You can run many a thing off that. It's got compact C. USB-C. Okay. Sato. Uh-oh. Why is the dog barking? Why is the dog barking now? Very nice. Actually, I skipped him. Sato with the signal stick. Shack overlooking. Okay, hold on. The dog's crying. What's wrong? Oh. Dogs like to drink water. Who knew? Okay. Oh, the Jupiter was released in the early thousands. Oh, I didn't know that. Michael Carr, thank you for that. That's cool. It's got a cool retro look to it. Can ham shack still be vertical? Yeah, so you've got a big old Ten-Tech tuner with an MFJ power meter on top of a Kenwood, on top of a Heathkit. Got cool little retro-y radios right there. Techno Zombie says, earlier when we were looking at the mixer, he's not a podcaster, but he's using the mixing desk to connect a regular microphone. Aha. Yeah, there you go. Probably has a condenser mic of some kind that he's trying to tune down. Okay. Little QRP in the house. You got actually two QRP radios with a tuner on top. Next to that is an HT, and there's a power supply underneath. So you got the MFJ. Oh no, that is a tuner tune. Never mind. But MFJ has QRP rigs that look just like that. And that is an 817, a Yaesu, and then you got an auto tuner above that. Very cool. Yeah, okay, so another 857. 857 is a pretty strong showing. A lot of people with the 857s. I talked about the 857 with Billy Bob today. He's upgraded away from the 857 to go to an 891. There's reasons. He talked about him. That was Hunter. Oh, yeah, Hunter, right on. Okay, this is a little hard to pick out what's going on here. I see really bright screens and really dark other things. But there's definitely some radios in there. There looks like a CW key, so you're probably working CW, which is nice. I can't tell if that thing on the side is a radio or not. That's an interesting way to position a radio. It looks like a boat anchor and a linear. That's pretty cool. And you've got some kind of SDR or something visualization, a pan adapter on your big screen. Oh, there you go. Flex 6300. So there you go. He's running that screen for the Flex. PR781 mic on lower right is a Denton MT3000A and an Ameritron AL811 amp. This all runs out of a G5RV, and that is about 40 feet up, with each leg running east-west about 10 feet off the ground. Also running a Kenwood TM281 in the car and a couple of Baofangs, one with a signal stick and the other with Nagoya. In the storage area, I have a standby Kenwood TS430. Yep, I saw that. Okay, so that's what I was curious on. Okay. KB3CDA, that's definitely an unmistakable Yaesu 450D. That's that green glowing letters there. Hopefully you can see that okay. You know, a trick, if you have a computer monitor in your house that you want to take a picture of your shack, and the computer monitor is there, turn the brightness all the way down on it. All the way down. Because you're getting, it's washing out the camera, and the camera is trying to overcompensate and then darkening everything surrounding it. So it makes it hard to pick out. But yeah, 450 AT with an LGG YT450 tuner and a signal link USB. HF antenna is an Alpha Delta DXCC 80 through 10 fan dipole. Right on. And then you got a Yaesu FT7800 tied to Homebrew J-pole and an Astron RS35A power supply. Very cool. Got Squirtle in the house with his Baofeng. We're going to see something from Squirtle here shortly, which I thought was very nicely done. This is pro status right here. You got, it looks like a TV tray with a 7300 with some heavy-duty rubber bands holding a TYT 9800 on top, and you've got, is that a tablet that came from a hotel, or no, is it just loose paper stock? I like it. And then you have the Wireless Experimenter's Manual right next to it, so that's pretty cool too. Pretty cool little getting her done type of setup. So there's 42 people that have posted messages since I got on this page, so I can only imagine what's going to be when we get down there. BW Keeper we covered, but he breaks down what's in it, so we'll look at it again really quick, and then I'll read the breakdown. So you got a TYT 9800 Plus connected to an MFJ 847 RF power meter, Tech Power TP305 SW1 using a TRAM 1411 broadband discone antenna in the attic. HTs are FT2DR with a signal stick and a UV82HP with a Nagoya NA71R antenna. There you go. Not shown an RTL SDR on the main system, so I can play with NOAA ISS SSTV and the ADSB scope, which is just plain fun to mess with. Okay, Chris. Chris has got a cool little workbench. The first time I saw this, I was like, right on. Got a hand-built workbench there made of 2x4s and some plywood planking. Very cool. Very, very cool. And that's a Yaesu FT45 on the right-hand side. Yeah. Yeah, Carl says 43 minutes already. Wow, who knew there was that many shacks, right? Everybody loves to show off their shacks. I think this is a custom and custom loop antenna. I think. I could be wrong. This is... Oh, it's also Chris. Also, White Box controls this bad boy 4 to 10 mag loop with motor control. Tuned to FT8. 1.6 SWR. Zeus has posted his nomadic ham shack. I wonder what's in that sock. It's got like a long rifle sock right there. And he's got a Baofeng, it looks like. Living out of a suitcase, probably doing a little hotel living. Zeus is also on the Facebook, so thank you, Zeus. Zeus I met in person, and we talk on Instagram occasionally, so you're welcome to hit me up on Instagram. So Evan has... So I mentioned aesthetically pleasing. I love aesthetically pleasing. Love aesthetically pleasing. Evan has a very aesthetically pleasing shack, which I think we talked about this shack before. Notice the LED backlight behind his iMac. He's got the posters, the No Step on Snake poster, the Love poster, the I Want to Believe poster. Love it. Got the crazy Dan Aykroyd crystal skull with the Aztec temple. Got the ham radio Go box and the looks like some kind of nomadic man. I'm sorry, Cro-Magnon man skull. Nomadic. Very, very aesthetically pleasing shack. Way too clean for me. Well, I mean, way too clean for me to have that, but beautiful. Very, very, very nice. In fact, you're going to go on my short list of good shacks. Okay. Zeus. Oh, another Zeus shot, right? There you go. So I had a feeling that what was in that sock was a rifle, and it looks like I was right. You got a rifle and then a handgun, and looks like that Baofeng. Honda portable. Not my shack, but one. Hey, Franklin, thank you. Appreciate the super chat there. Not my shack, but the one we used for the QSO party. So you've got is that a Heath kit or a Hallicrafters? Another Kenwood down at the bottom. That's a 7100, an Icom 7100. Below that, there's probably something in front of the operator. It looks like in front of the mic. That's a cool setup. Look at those. Look at the antenna switches above, between the two on the top. Very cool. Oh, here we go. Here's another angle, and that looks like a 7610. Icom 7610 that he's operating with. Okay, so this is RV portable. Okay. You got a CB. I see the CB. And I'm not sure if that's a flex that's below it or if it's something else. Like a scanner. Let's see if there's another shot. That's a bed. Okay. I like the instant noodles. Cup of noodles, I see it. So let's... need to clean up at my ham shack. See if you can find... Yup. Need to get a new antenna set up. Right on. One heck of a delay. Oh, if you're comparing to Facebook, or yeah. Facebook and YouTube are lagged behind each other. Facebook gives... YouTube gives Facebook... YouTube has more delay than Facebook. One just dumps straight out. Semi-tractor, Jason says. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, with close proximity to a microwave, that makes sense. Right on. Okay, so here's don't swan my prof. So this one's funny. I can't make the video bigger. I think maybe I can. Hold on. Does that make it bigger? No, it doesn't. So this is a video shack that we've got here. Let me replay it. Can you hear? Oh, you can hear it. Let me bump the audio a little bit. So he had a real couch shack He's got a couch fort ham shack, and in it is his Baofeng. Very nice. I love that. Radio fort. There it is. His Baofeng UV5R. Okay, K7JANV. Yeah, it's a semi. Looks like he's got man after my own heart there. Texan, PL660. Love that receiver. Great radio. UV5. Sorry, that's a BFF8 HP, and looks like an FRS radio next to it. Very, very cool. And Zeus coming up on an old school ICOM, LACMTA. Okay, Charlotte, what's going on? You are bugging me, dog. Yeah, okay. All right. Okay, so that's a Kenwood. Kenwood's 2000. And my tuner, which is an MFJ 993, it looks like. And then below that is a TYT 9800. Couple of radios there, I think. Oh, and he's got that wild key rest short keyboard for playing FPS. Very, very cool. Okay. Oh, this is a clean setup too. So that's a... Oh, who's this? That's Alex. Alex has a 7300, looks like. Yeah. Same tuner. Similar power supply. Possibly the same power supply. An FT60R. Okay, so you guys saying delay as in... What kind of delay? Between YouTube and Facebook or my voice? Is it too hard to copy? Tell me what you think is going on. So nice spread of windows. He's got WSJTX, Discord, the stream, and then the waterfall to go along with it. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. He's got a lamp off to the side, that green thing. It took me a second to figure that out. That is a well put together functioning... Hey, Alex. Yeah. Is this you? Yeah, it's you. Excellent. Yeah, it was great to meet you. That was awesome. Lex. I love the call sign. LEX. LEX. You're little CW heavy there. Little CW heavy, but not bad. The X is the worst part, but the L is cool. And the E is easy. Right on. Okay. Dean Johnson. Saw this one before we got started. How do you like this for test equipment? You got 2 oscilloscopes. Actually, 3 oscilloscopes, it looks like. Multiple power supplies. Multiple radios. Multiple... What is wrong with you? Leave me be. I already fed you. I fed you before the stream. Stop. Very, very cool. Look at the bottom. On the table, there's a switch. I see. So you're comparing the delay between the different services. Okay. I was worried that my voice is not matching with my video or something like that. You're freaking me out, guys. He's got a Hako soldering iron, solder station, multimeters, PL259 switch. That's Dean. That's a killer shack. This is hard to pick a winner. Okay, I think we... Oh. Okay, Hunter's posting his internship pictures, which I'm not against. Not a shack, per se, Hunter. But you get an honorable mention. I'll show you. I don't know what half of this stuff is. I think this is a network analyzer. Let me see. Nope, I don't know what that is. Oh, okay, there's a better angle. So let me go back. This is BWP Keeper. That's a better angle. That's easier to get my head around that. 40's dying out, so we should try and... Loyal. Oh, cool. Those are cool little clips for the Baofengs. got them all stable right there, so you can just grab one and go. Okay. All right, so that's where we're at. I need to get this dog out of here. So hold on, and then we'll talk who's got the best shack right now. Hold on. Yeah, I know. You're trying to get me the worst time to give you food. You know. You wait for me to start talking, and you're like, I know what I'm gonna harass her. Wait up, where's your snack? Eat up. All right, sorry about that. Okay. IFR Com 120B RF test set. Very cool. Oh, the chat delay is what people are talking about. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay, well then I'll start talking. But if you were scoring at home,
Loyal
what do you think?
KN4KVCFLT said hint loyal.
Oh. We're getting the robot. Somebody's robot voicing. Where is yours, the Kilted Piper? I didn't see it. WH6FQE. While we look for the Kilted Piper, where did you post it, bud? Why don't you guys start telling me in the chat who you think the best one was? Maybe take the pressure off me. Maybe we can come to a unanimous 3 vote. I have my favorites. Oh man, this sour beer, man. Not the best for streaming. So that sound that you heard was somebody playing around in Discord. Certain people have the ability to do that on Discord. Well, somebody voted R.C. Anderson. Was it R.C. Anderson voting for R.C. Anderson? Oh, wait. The Kilted Piper, you are R.C. Anderson? If you are R.C. Anderson, yours was definitely already viewed. It was viewed highly. Okay. So I've got a couple couples. I liked... Where is it? Yeah. I like Evans. I've always liked Evans. That's mine. One of my favorites. Because I know I can't ever have a shack like that. I also really liked... Ooh, was this a new one? Did this just get posted? Ooh, 24 minutes ago. I missed it. TS430 HF transceiver. Look at that. I got my tech license a month ago. Went out for coffee with the local club to introduce myself to everyone. Started talking about wanting to set up a shack. One of them told me he had a silent key set up and told me to stop by. Picked all this up today. Wow! Wow! Hunter, take it easy. Man. That is pretty sweet. Nice workbench you got there, too. That is nice come up there, bud. That's really, really nice. You gotta love that. I always said, just go to a club, start talking to people. Not because you're gonna use them and get a new station or anything like that, but because they're generally nice people, and they want you to be engaged. And if they don't have any use for it, then they'll, in some cases, give it away or sell it very cheap because they're not going to use it, right? People get to the point that they find a radio that they really like, and then they just kind of commit to it, and then that's what they'll use. Like me, I was just talking today, talking to a couple people at the ham radio outlet, and I was just saying that, you get to a point where you kind of get your bases covered, and until something new comes along, you don't really need anything more. I know that there are people not like that, but I'm like that. So for me, my 7300 is all I need and more at this point, and my weak link is my antenna. So I have to upgrade my antenna before I would even think about getting a better radio at this point. Yeah. So James is probably also on there. James I didn't get in the first time, so I wanted to go back and get James. This is the, yeah. Very clean, very nicely put together. Well thought out with the mic hangers. A lot of people saying Evans is really good. I agree. I think the other one was R.C. Anderson. Yeah, we already talked. R.C. Anderson's in the chat right now. He came in a little bit late. That is very nice. That's a winning shack just from sheer volume. There's so much going on in that it's like, well, that's just, you just win because you've got so much going on. Although he is looking at another Facebook group that isn't, he's on the React Facebook group. That's not HRCC. So I don't know. I may have to dock you for that. You may have to go to Ham Radio Crash Course detention. Jason Siebert. Something like his only upgrade would be a Flex radio. Yeah, I don't know. The problem I have with the Flex is you're shack locked. You're never leaving the shack. It has to remain in the shack. Period. 7300 is not big. You can carry that anywhere. You can put it in a case and go anywhere with it. That's why I like it so much. Oh, that's funny. Grevlane says, I want to see the wiring behind that. I want to see your power bill for that. That is a lot of things. You basically, that is a heater. You're heating the whole house. Zach says, I think RC's is the best. So I don't have to pick a winner. I just need 3. I also, Jason's is really good. And it doesn't have to be about the best, right? The best looking. It's kind of like, I should actually, I guess, come up with a proper rules for how I look at this. But I look for functionality, right? And so Jason has a ton of functionality. He's got DC power. He's got a zoom spot. He's got digital. He has the 7300. He has the KX3. He's got CW. He has like all the bases covered in this tiny little picture. I love that. Dean Johnson says, I want to know the last time he saw his wife. Oh, she left years ago when he bought half of that stuff. I'm just kidding. I mean, Wayne Dickinson, technically anything can be remote controlled. You just use TeamViewer, go to the computer that's connected to the radio. Honorable mentions for sure are Kite Mobile here. Yaniv with the Kite Mobile. What a good idea. What a good idea. Love that. Okay. All right. So we've pretty much hit them all. That's pretty good too. This is another silent key pickup, I believe. Look at that scope, man. Jinkies. Joshua is going to a club meeting tomorrow. Good for you. Very, very cool. Well, shoot, guys. We just passed the hour, and we're right at the point of making a decision. And I think I know which way I want to go. This is tough. This is actually kind of pretty tough. Oh, good for W. Okay, so WH6FQE, who is RC, says, actually, my power bill did not go up with those radios. I have 3 100-watt solar panels and a large battery bank powering everything. That is awesome. So Jason then also, I was commenting on his CW key. It's 3D printed. Printed it off of Etsy. Okay, that's also, yeah, that's, oh man. That makes things more complicated because now I've got to decide. So RC is definitely a winner. So you're getting some swag. I'll figure out how to send it to you. Whew. really like this. I could imagine just sitting there for hours. So it's part of how I look at this too is like I could just sit there for hours and just shack it up. I could sit in front of that for hours. Okay. All right, James, you get second. Not that sorry, this is not a I'm not picking first, second, third. I'm just picking. And I have to go with Evan. Evan, you get it. Absolutely, bud. That is also very, very clean. I think anybody. So there, again, there's got to be a point system I work up. You could have, maybe not some people, but you could walk a lot of people into that room, and they have no idea what ham radio was, and they would come away having a positive feeling of the ham radio. I don't know that the flags and the posters help that message per se, but it's so clean, it's nicely done. So, Evan, yeah. Very, 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 very cool. Somebody asked about stickers, Grevlane. Send me an email at hoshnasi@gmail.com. I have a form that I'm going to send out this week. I'm going to figure out how to do it. So if you're not already on the Ham Radio Crash Course on Facebook, please join that. Please join the Discord, because all of those places will be where I post how to. I had such a hard time with the stickers, and I'll tell you why. The stickers, for a sticker, is kind of expensive, and I'm not really making any money off of it, which is fine. I don't really care about that. I just appreciate that you guys want the stickers and you like the designs. That's cool. The problem was if I sold them on Facebook or Amazon or wherever, they charge just a copious amount of money for shipping. And Facebook makes it extremely difficult because they require tracking. So you basically have to use first class mail or priority. And that's like the cost of the sticker. Oh, like it's a third of the cost of the sticker just to ship it. So it's kind of like, I don't know how all this works out. And if I'm selling them for like $7, by the time I go to the store, it's just a pain in the butt. And I've got to go through PayPal because it's got cheaper shipping prices, or do stamps.com, which is something I looked at, versus I want to throw it in an envelope with my QSL card saying thanks a lot with the stickers and throw a stamp on it and be done. And that's the way I want to do it. But it seems like they're just hell-bent on making it as complicated as possible. No, media mail is even a bad idea because media mail, I'm just sending an envelope. They all fit in just a little security envelope. I don't need a box. I don't need padded envelopes. They're flat. They're flat ship. And no, so when you sell something on Facebook, they require you to add a tracking number. So it's kind of like, well, shoot. Let me switch over here. So, all right, just to recap, R.C. Anderson, Evan, and James Corey, Detlefsen is the winners for sure. Very good, thank you. Appreciate that. I do want to. Where is it? Nope, that's not it. That's really bad. I don't know what's happening right here. I am on. I'm gonna give an honor. Well, let's see. There's somebody there. So we've got a little bit of time left. If somebody wants to try a QSO with me, let me go back to 208. I'll also swag you out if you can do a QSO. I am on 7.208 right now. So it takes a minute for the chat to catch up with everybody. So the first person that can hit me on 7208, I'll swag you up too. I hear tuning. Yeah, thank you, everybody. And as always, we will be going to Discord after this. So make sure, the fun doesn't have to stop. We're just going to go over to Discord right now and talk. Chat it up. That's free. And it's not like, Oh, I thought you were calling me your hero, Luis. I think you said great video from Hero, meaning me. Meaning me, Hero. But no, you meant HRO. Okay, fine. Franklin Lewis, I'm off to bed. 73 is all. Morning comes early. I'm gonna laugh if Captain Dave Cuso's you. The Kilted Piper, I can't even... Oh, somebody's keying. Or tuning, sounds like. Oh, somebody's trying to CW me. No, I'm on lower sideband. Or somebody's just doing CW, I don't know. They're having fun. Hit me on that voice. Oh, somebody's in there. I can hear KI6. Let me see if I can hear you on the web SDR side. Oh. I got timed out. Oh. Okay, I hear you on the SDR. I hear you on the SDR, so we'll try this. Come back one more time. Kilo 8 Mike Romeo. Hold on, I gotta retune apparently. Kilo Mike Romeo Delta. Kilo Mike Romeo Delta. This is Kilo India 6 November Alpha Zulu. Kilo Mike Romeo Delta. Kilo Mike Romeo Delta. This is Kilo India 6 November Alpha Zulu. How's the copy? I can hear him on the SDR and I can hear him a little bit. Kilo 8 Mike Romeo Delta. Kilo 8 Mike Romeo Delta. This is Kilo India 6 November Alpha Zulu. I hear him. Kilo 8 Mike Romeo Delta. Kilo 8 Mike Romeo Delta. This is Kilo India 6 November Alpha Zulu. How's the copy? So I'm not hearing myself on the SDR.
Yeah, I don't hear you on the radio, but apparently you're hearing me on the SDR, so hey, that's cool.
So I can't give you the QSO for that. In good conscience, I can't.
With the YouTube delay, we can talk with the YouTube delay.
That's true. That you are copying me, so I'm copying you, and I think you can hear on the SDR. In fact, I'll turn down my end a little bit. So, big thing for next month, I will be putting a hex beam on the roof. I am extremely excited about this. I am very, very excited. I'm already kitting, actually probably next week. No, maybe not next week. I think I'll do a stream after I get it on the roof. Oh, K8 MRD is in Michigan. Wow, okay, that's probably a little long haul for this antenna. Alex, where are you located? If I get my hex beam going, we'll be able to work Michigan without much problem. I'm pretty confident. It's
You've heard me, man, and I'm very used to the YouTube.
all right. We'll make that that's a copy. So I'm copying you probably about an S7. Got you about an S7 on the SDR. That's kind of a funky SDR to I want to. The QSL card for this is going to be amazing. So this is 314. I'll put it down as 311 on 7.208 single sideband. That was from web SDR through YouTube.
Second delay, so I'll give you a 5.9.
Yeah, of a 5.9 through YouTube. Roger that. Received is a 5.9, and I got him at about a 5.7. Call it. That's funny. Okay, so I'll swag you out. I'll figure out if you're good on QRZ, then we'll work that out. That's funny. That's the sad thing about doing the doing these live QSOs is the band isn't helping, and my antenna system's not helping. So I need to figure out both of those. Okay, cool. Well, that'll do it for this week.
Thanks for the contact, buddy. 7-3.
Excellent, excellent. I hope you guys are able to hear that. I think you were. Okay, I'm gonna mute now. Mute that, and mute that. Indeed. So that was a copy with K8MRD in the most convoluted way possible, but we'll count it. Very, very cool. Okay, so we're going to call that a stream. That was a lot of fun. The Ham Shack ones are always pretty fun because I get to see what you guys are doing, what is you come up with, what's working, what's not working. And if you haven't already, go post in that poll. And if you are a patron, please go look on at the producer level. Go look on the Patreon side. I posted a poll. We're coming up to the first of the month again for the patron picks stream, and I want to make sure you guys get your voice heard there. So with that said, we're getting a tiny font. I think I need to make another column/new slide. Thank you to the patrons, all the patrons, including the Brew Crew, but to the producers, thank you very, very much. William Horton, Michael Nieswender, Chris Ebert, Carrie Blackwell, Jason Siebert, all right, Jason, David Dancero, Danny Miller, Franklin Lewis, Ken Neiman, Brad Snyder, Ben Kellum, and I want to say, Jason, you're right below the third spot for Shaq. Brad Snyder, Ben Kellum, Dean Johnson, Kenneth Miyamoto, Richard Dragon, new patron, Gareth Broadhead, I think, Dennis Dunderdale, Anthony, Justin Blackburn, Bo Brewer, Garrett Larson, the elusive no-name, Dean Johnson, Mark McCarty, Dennis Mickelson, George Gaini, and Jason Brown. Richard, oh, I got Richard in there twice. Oh, you get a double call. Sorry about that. And then, of course, Andy. Thank you. Already an LOTW. That's going to be a funny one to figure out. All right, guys. Had a lot of fun. I'm heading over to Discord. We'll chat there for a little while. Enrique, you contact me offline, and we'll talk. Enrique's still around the house, though. What's up, buddy? I haven't talked to you in a little while. All right. Yeah. Contact me, and let me figure out where you're at. And I'll get you on there if I need to. Okay, cool. Guys, going to Discord. See ya.